What's up guys, my name is Anil, and in this Vue.js video tutorial we will see how we can use the conditional rendering in the Vue.js. So these are the points of the video. So first of all we have to define the data function. Data function is a function where we define the properties of our component, and then we have to use the if directive. I will tell you what is the directive just after these points. Alright, then we have to make a button, and we will apply the condition on a button click, and we will also see how we can use the if else condition. So in this video we will learn many things, like how we can toggle the things, how we can just hide and show the things, and how we can use the if else and normal if condition also. Alright, so as I told you, in the data function we will define the properties of our component, and directives are the special properties of the Vue.js. They will just modify the you can see that the HTML or DOM of our component. Alright, now let's start with the code. So first of all I am just going to define the data property. So just simply write here data, and in data I am returning an object, and here I am going to define a property like show, and by default the value of show is true. Right, so if now you can see that we are able to see this h1 tag, and if I am just going to apply here directive of the if directive. So if how we can use the if directive actually, so we have to use the v, and then we have to use the if. So this is the v directive, and here we can put the property like show. If show is true, then this line will be gonna show, otherwise this will be hide. So here you can see that this line is visible because we have a true here. So if I am just going to make it false, then you can see that this line has been disappeared. This tag is disappeared. So same thing we can also do here with the if and else. So if I am just going to use here else, then right, and here I can just write here else side, just simply write here. All right, okay, so now let's see what we are getting here. Now you can see that we are getting else side. So this is only the static data property. So if we just want to change it on a button click, how we can do it? So let's define a button here also like this, and I am just going to write here toggle. All right, and for a moment I am just going to hide this property also for a moment, and I will just again uncomment it just after a moment. So here I can just write here just simply like v on. So this is the another one directive. Click, and on this click I am just going to call here show function. Right, so I am just going to write as like this, or I can just display, just make the name display like this. All right, and now let's define the another property with the name of methods, and in the methods we can just simply make object, and let's define here display function. And on this I can just going to make this show true again. By default this is a false, here you can see that. So I am just going to make it this dot show is true. Right, so now let's see here what we are getting. Just refresh for a moment. If I'm just going to click on a toggle, then you can see that we are able to see the screen. All right, so this is not actually toggling, this is just you can say that making the display visible. So how we can make a toggle? For the toggle you can just write here simply not this dot show. That means if show is false, then make it true, and if this is a true, then make it false like this. Alright, perfect. So if we just want to make here if else condition, then it will going to work simply like this. So let's refresh it. Now you can see that by default we have a else side on a toggle, we have else if else side. Alright, this is the way that how you can use the if else condition on a button click, without button click, and all. Alright, So if you still have any kind of confusions, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. Bye bye, take care.